It's time for Geocache Talk. Whether you are at work, in the car, or wherever you are, we hope you enjoy this show about the great sport of geocaching. If you're watching live on YouTube, you can be part of the adventure tonight in the chat room and participate with others as they watch the show. If you are listening later, please give it a like and subscribe on your favorite podcasting app so that you can get all of the weekly Geocache Talk goodness. If you have not become a patron of the Geocache Talk Network, what are you waiting for? Patron levels start as low as a Bison Tube level at $3 a month. To sign up is easy. Simply go to the Geocache Talk website and click on the Become a Patron button, or go to patreon.com/Geocache Talk. Patrons now get the famous Blackout coin, invites to special events, and other really great items throughout the year. Become a patron today. Have you subscribed to FTF Magazine yet? FTF Magazine is the #1 geocaching magazine available. It is a quarterly magazine that you can be part of. Submit your geocaching milestones and adventures to be published. FTF Magazine is also interactive with puzzles to solve and the hunt to find Spartacus. If you can solve the puzzle or find Spartacus, then you will be entered in to win a special pack tag. Every new subscription, you will receive a special swag pack. Subscribing is easy. Just visit FTF's website, ftfgeo.com. Don't miss out and subscribe today.
Thanks to Derek, Baker 6 Clan, and our featured patrons, Dog Mom of 2, Trexer 0, Texas History Lady, Zipper Tiff, TWH Rider, Arnott Family, S. Seiler, Kunenbud, Motorima, Bloody Cool, and our new patrons, Sparky 916, Muddy Buddy 82, M&M from M, and Ladybug Karen. All right. Well, tonight we have a lot of special things going on. But first, I want to introduce my guest co-host for the night, chronically tired mom, Lanisa.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm Peachy Keen. How are you?
Good. Glad you're along for the ride tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So, does it feel weird to be on this side of the screen versus the other side of the screen?
Yes, I've been on a couple podcasts, including this one, Geocaching with Kids.
Yep, that's right.
It is a little bit more nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Actually, redid my makeup because I went kayaking today and got mud all over my face and river water. So you're welcome. I was a little bit scary looking.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it gets kind of it's always I've done this 6 years, and whenever Derek or Jesse or somebody does this to me, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready for that. So
get a close up of my pores there, you know.
Yes. So I'm preparing you once in a while tonight. I'm going to do this, but that's good. Your buddy says hi, Hailmeister.
Hey, Jason. Oh, I'm sorry, Hailmeister.
Hailmeister? Yeah. I've seen some of y'all's videos, and I love them.
He's a lot of fun. He makes me laugh too, which is a plus.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking for the longer versions of you guys. You do a lot of YouTube shorts, which I like. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, you know, I'm ready for this.
Working on that. Trying to make longer for YouTube.
Yeah.
But I started out with TikTok, you know, and the TikTok audience is they're fickle. So they want 10, 15-second videos or you lose them.
Yeah. So. I think the YouTube, the geocaching vlogger 6-minute video is kind of not the standard, but I kind of like the that version of it. Oh, and your buddy C. Michelle says something too. So he says you're in the house. So there you go. All right, good. Well, thanks. Glad you're along for the ride. This will be fun having you along.
Well, wait till the show's over and then we'll see. You know, you might
see what
retract that statement.
People love it. I do have a couple quick announcements I forgot to put in the notes, but I do want to mention first, and then we're going to bring on our other guests here in a second. But a couple things. Jesse couldn't make it tonight, but we're also wanting to try to add to our host pool of folks. So Lanisa will be on periodically. We're probably going to have a few others come on as time goes on that can kind of help out Jesse and I during Geocache Talk. Something else that we've got is Jeff May is going to retire from Geocache Talk or from Challenge Talk from the network. See, I don't see this right, but Jeff's going to take on some other things, and he's asked to step away, and so we are thanking him for his time that he helped get Challenge Talk off the ground. Challenge Talk will still be on all the time with Emily, and we're not sure how we're going to go forward from that. So we're going to wait and see what we're going to do with that.
I'll miss him. I enjoy hearing him talk.
Yeah, he's great.
And his adventures. Yeah.
Yep. So Jesse's going to fill in temporarily with him and being gone. He's going to fill in with Emily, and then we'll continue to move forward. And like I said, we're going to add some more hosts as we kind of go along. So, but yeah, I'm going to bring on the crew in a moment. One thing too, Lenise, if you could try to see if you can turn your volume down, your speaker volume. I think will help if you can figure that out. While you're doing that,
well, I'll try.
Try it. Try to find speaker volume. Puzzle Talk is going to, I think, just to kind of, yeah, I think that's better. Yeah. If you
is it okay?
Yeah. Puzzle Talk is moving back to Tuesdays. Yeah, keep turning it down a little bit more. Thank you. Puzzle Talk moving back to Tuesdays. They prefer to do that day. Gadget Talk is going to be moving to Sundays, and we'll have a new schedule and we'll have more information. They're going to be on a couple times per month, but they're also going to put out some more content. We're adding some more channels to YouTube. We're going to continue to expand in a couple different ways. So just stay tuned. We have a lot of cool things in the future that we're really excited about. So making a few changes. So anyway, all right. Yep. Turn that volume. See if you can turn the speaker down. I'm getting feedback. I'm sorry. See if you can kind of work that out, and I'll see if I can turn myself a little bit. Maybe that'll help. I don't know. All right. Let's get right into tonight because we have some other news items, but let's bring on the crew. The Geocoin Fest crew. Hello, everybody.
Hi. Howdy.
It's good to see y'all. Dee reminded me to put in the news, and I appreciate her doing that Ceto Week is coming up. For those that are familiar with Ceto, or the alternate pronunciation, which is incorrect, but you can still say it that way if you wish. Saito, Cash In, Trash Out, season number 2 is coming up, and I'm seeing some variations on the dates, but Dee said 17th through the 25th. That probably is correct. I found a blog post that mentioned it went all the way through till November 30th. I don't know about that, but do some checking around if you would. But I would suggest getting a Ceto event placed out there, and it's cool to do it during start on the 1st till November. Okay, that'll work. Darren, I'm sorry, Direwolf says it should be pronounced Keto. That's possible, I guess, too. But anyway,
Ceto.
Thank you. I agree. Ceto. So this year, of course, the year of the hide, and something we challenge people with, and we're going to bring it up again as time gets closer to the end of the year. But we want to try to have people hide. At least one. But we're hoping that people will take on the mantle of trying to hide one of every cache type. And I know I've been pushing Jesse pretty hard because I've been able to put out a bunch this year. I've got a Where I Go. I know. Don't write me about it. I do have a Where I Go. I've got a multi. I've got a traditional. I've got mystery. I've got. I need to do an event locally that'll count. I need to do a letterbox hybrid. I need to do a CETO. So I've got a few I got a few left. But anyway, our challenge to everyone is to get out there and hide some caches for this year being the year of the hide. All right. We got a lot to talk about tonight. So let's dive right in to Geocoinfest 2022. And we're going to be able to hear from everybody tonight. I have to admit, which is sad, but I have to admit I've never been to a Geocoinfest. So
Me neither.
guess one of the have you never been to one?
No.
Either? Okay. Yeah, but they seem fascinating. So I guess my question is, if somebody from the crew can tell me or tell the folks as well a little bit about what to expect from a coin fest.
Well, a coin fest is if you love coins and you love trackables, Coin Fest is definitely one you want to make. We take you to a different city every year. Last year was Kansas City. This year is San Antonio.
Cool.
And it's a big, if you're really into trading or looking at cool coins, you'll really enjoy the event. But even if you're not 100% into coins, there's still a ton of things to do at the event. But it's basically the event for coins and trackables. We'll put out themes of coins this year. Obviously, being in San Antonio, kind of took on the flair of sugar skulls and sombreros. But we also have some other really cool coins as far as, and we'll show some of those tonight. But it's just basically you walk in a room with a lot of people with coins, and you'll look at a bunch of tables, and people will be trading coins for collections and things that they want. And if you have a hobby outside of geocaching, which I realize is hard to fathom any of us having, there's a coin for that. So if you're a military person, there's military stuff. If you like animals and pets, there's coins geared towards that. And so it's basically an event where we all can get together and see each other and, talk about geocaching and talk about our love of coins and trying to trade to get our complete collections that we want.
Cool. No, that's interesting. I love the idea. I know that there's always stuff. It's always Geocoins Plus, because there's always it's a mega, so there's side events, there's a lot going on. We're going to talk about those tonight. Even if you're just a fan of megas, I think a coin fest is sort of a perfect place to go for.
Well, this team has always put together events. I mean, this team has done several different events. Pieces of us have done Geo Woodstocks and been involved in coin fests and been involved in Cache Fest and that kind of stuff. And a philosophy that we kind of always felt is we want to give you an experience. When you come to an event, we want it to be an experience for you. So we're taking you to the Alamo. We're taking you to the Riverwalk. We're taking you to cool breweries in town to make sure you can go home seeing a piece of San Antonio, as well as attending geocaching events and getting to trade or buy what you want. And unlike a lot of events, I know there's a couple out there that do it. Geocoin Fest, you can actually get a coin just for coming and completing the Geocoin challenge.
Oh, cool.
So you could come and you can leave with a free coin if you complete the Geocoin challenge, which is an aspect that not every mega can do. So
yeah, that's awesome. I don't know, Lanisa, how you've been caching for a little while, but have you caught any of the Coin Fest the Geocoin bug yet, or are you still?
I have a few coins I've collected, but it's cool. I kind of like collecting people's path tags. They are a little bit more meaningful to me, especially if you meet the person. Right. So yeah,
it's
maybe I'll catch the bug. I don't know.
You might. I think all of us, to some extent, at some point, sort of catch a little bit of that. I mean, I've collected several behind me. You can't really see them, but I got 2 rows now, back here. So let's see if we can see.
Dire Wolf asked, "Are the coins bigger in Texas? Isn't everything?"
Yes.
Yes, they are. And yes, it is. Everything.
Yes, not only
Made a few that can be used as a weapon.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah,
So not only are the coins bigger in Texas, there's the solid boot that can be used as a weapon.
This can be used as a weapon. I mean, this thing is crazy. So yeah, it's heavy as can be too. I mean, it's solid.
Well, they were supposed to hollow it out and they didn't.
They didn't hollow it out. So yeah,
they were supposed to hollow it out and they didn't.
It could be a serious weapon, but I mean, it gives you an idea though that coins aren't always coins. They can be all sorts of crazy stuff. So, but yeah, there are various levels of addiction that I think can occur, as I know, with David and Ryan
Simmel. Yeah.
And so they are. It's an interesting side item bonus, I guess, for geocaching is coins. So let's kind of talk about. I've got some notes that I'll put up after the show. So definitely go check out our show notes on the Geocache Talk website. I do want to mention the GC code, so I'm going to bring that up and put it in the notes so y'all can follow along.
Well, if you want a real good way to remember the GC code, Tom has come up with a little acronym for us.
GC9 fiery hot yummy jalapenos.
There you go. Reminds me of the
Nancy Boy Water Queen, though. Still not
as good as Nancy Boy Water Queen. But I like fiery hot
yummy
jalapenos.
It fits. It works.
Yeah.
I'll stick it in a banner too. But so I guess let's start. Just give kind of some of the details, and then we'll kind of get into some of the cool stuff that's going to go on for that event, which is really a week. I mean,
it starts on Wednesday and it's going to go through Sunday. And our first event is actually and I'm going to let Julia kind of talk about it. It's at a laundromat.
Whoa! Hang on now.
Laundromat, car wash,
and restaurant.
Brewery?
No.
Yes.
Right. If you want to do your laundry, wash your car, and have a great meal, the Cove is the place to go in San Antonio because you can do all those things at that location. Their menu has both vegetarian and non-vegetarian items on it. They have this huge outdoor area. They have this ginormous bar outside that's all Texas beers, and there's a lot of them. It's a really cool place, but you can go to laundromat and you can get your car washed at the same time. So that's going to be Wednesday, the 5th of October.
Yep. Very cool.
In the late evening
there's the GC code GC9XYM1. Wash the car, do the laundry, and get fed.
I mean, multitask.
If you're one of the fans of diners, drive-ins, and dives, that place has been on the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I love Triple D. So yeah, that's awesome. So very cool. Now, I guess let's step back a moment. I forgot I should ask this before we actually went live, but can people still? Is it too late to get into the host hotel, or is that one closed now?
The host hotel will actually close in 2 days.
Oh,
so
wow!
Got 2 more days to get rooms at the host hotel.
Oh, nice.
It's $105 a night. It's at the DoubleTree by Hilton. Yep. And which, if you're not familiar with the DoubleTree train, when you check in, they give you a warm chocolate chip cookie, which just starts the stay off wonderfully. So we're excited it's a really nice hotel. The whole team has toured it. and then I like cookies, so it's exciting to be able to get a warm chocolate chip cookie when you check in, and so we're excited about that. It's a nice hotel, and it's literally right across the freeway from the North Center, which is where the main event will be. So you'll just leave the hotel and you literally just circle underneath the freeway, and it's right there. So cool. It's a real quick and easy transition.
And the name is actually DoubleTree, Gary. I see your banner.
Is the DoubleTree? Yeah.
It is DoubleTree by Hilton. So in case people are looking and say, wait.
But if you go to the site, if you go to our webpage, geocoinfest2022.com, there's a link directly to it, and you can link directly on that to get there.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely go to the website because you want to go through that to get it's easier to do that and get the
rate.
And get the
to get the rate, correct.
Get the rate, yeah. So yeah, go check out Geocoinfest 2022 for sure. Now, for those that maybe are on the fence, and hopefully we can convince them to jump off that fence and join us down in San Antonio. But there's a lot of cool things in the area. I grew up in San Antonio, and it is such a great destination for an event. I mean, there's so much rich history, so many cool things, and there's a lot of great caches. Tom lives down that way. Don't let that discourage you. What are you gonna say, Tom?
I said, so does she.
Yeah, so does Julia. So
where are you? There you are. You're on that side.
Yep, I'm on that side.
But I mean, Tom, I know you've cached a lot in that area. What are some of your favorite caches that you like to do down there? I know there's some virtuals you're a big fan of.
Oh, there's plenty of virtuals. There's plenty of everything here. We've got it all. So
the Alamo's back as a virtual, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Wonder who got first to find on that.
Well, how about that? Cheryl's like, oh my. she's okay with that. Yeah, a lot of rich history, a lot of cool caches. So I mean, it's an area that's very, very interesting to visit. And I know that you guys have things we're going to talk about tonight that are part of that we'll get to. But we'll get into those here in a minute. So Lanisa, have you've been to a mega?
Yes, I've been to a couple.
Have you been to a couple? Okay. I can't remember.
I went to Moga this spring.
Okay, yep.
And then the West Bend Cache Bash.
Oh yeah, West Bend.
Moga was a lot bigger, and that was a little intimidating, but it was really fun. So.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you come to your mind when you think of going to those megas? As far as what are some things you liked about megas that I think you want to let people know? That's like, why would you want to go to a mega? So,
well, meeting the people, I've formed a couple of pretty good friendships there. One with TTF and Cashin and Hale Meister.
Yep.
So that was one of the main reasons I went to Moga anyways, was to meet people. I didn't compete.
Right.
So, yeah. And then last year at Cache Bash, I met Wheels 00 and Trackables.
Oh, cool.
So that was a lot of fun. So that's my favorite thing about megas. I mean, the caching too, but I think I like that a little bit more than the caching. So.
Me too. I'm a huge fan of. Julie and I were talking about this before the show. Just that, for me, the biggest thing is that there's other people I get to see there that friends of mine I don't get to see very often, and so it's like it's a big chance to get back and see them, but also you get to meet new people too. I mean, there's a lot that happens. Ryan says that's where he met you. He met you at Moga.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you're the one that told me about the special drink they made, especially for geocachers. Yes.
Oh wow, that's cool. I mean, I know everybody here in the room tonight are all big fans of megas, and I mean, D for sure. Well, D and David. I mean, you two. Well, and a lot of people. I mean, Michelle. I mean, they've all. I mean, everybody's been involved with a lot of megas. Um, I guess
This will be 17 planning for us.
17 in of 17th in the planning stage.
Yeah.
Wow. So obviously you're a big fan. Otherwise, you would have said,
No,
"I'm out long ago."
No.
no.
Oh, he's just married to me.
Yeah.
What's our motto?
What's our motto?
It sucks to be Dee's friend.
It does suck to be Deed's friend. No, it doesn't.
We love you, though.
That's Tom's thing.
We love you, though. You know.
Thank you. Thank you.
And, Ryan too.
Hey, we've had some fun adventures.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Some of them happened in a garage for 2 days straight with the guys building, but we've had some fun adventures and, driven around a racetrack in a limo. That's a good one.
That's true.
Just ask Hailmeister what kind of adventure he went on with me when I decided I wanted to drive for a day. I think he was praying to the Lord he would survive that day.
Oh, I do that every day.
My driving is not the best.
That's hysterical. Well, yeah, if you're
he about met his maker that day. So.
Oh my. Yeah, if you're David's friend and you were at the right spot for Cache Fest, you would have been all the way up in West Virginia from Tennessee. Didn't y'all go all the way to West Virginia, right, David?
Just in Virginia. We didn't have to go into West Virginia. We needed to come one.
They were right at the border.
Right at the border, but not quite in West Virginia.
Insane that they were like, where's David and a bunch of the crew? Oh, they left. They'll be back. They're 15 hours away. They'll be back.
But then they came back and spent the next 48 hours in Derek's garage.
Yes.
So he's got to see Virginia and a garage at Cache Fest this year.
Yes.
Good time.
Giant guitar.
All geocachers do not take a direct route. When I went to Cache Fest,
especially you,
I went to Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, and Georgia, and then came back to Tennessee for Cache Fest.
Yes. See, so that's another thing. If you're another big benefit of coming to Geocoin Fest,
get those counties. You
get a bunch of counties.
Yeah,
definitely.
Well, let me tell you guys about Thursday because Thursday is going to be a fun day.
Yeah. I'll wrap up this thought too. Is Charles mentioned he wants to have an event in Tom's garage because that's apparently the thing to do.
Knock yourself out, but you have to bring a truck and take some crap with you.
Ryan says it was a fun trip. So yeah, let's talk now about Thursday. Wednesday is the Cove. Thursday, tell us about what's going on that day.
Well, we're going to start our first event of the day, mid-afternoon down at the Pearl, at Lick Ice Cream. And if you've never had Lick Ice Cream, you're in for a treat.
Yep.
But more importantly than that, that will be a release of an adventure lab down there that you'll be able to complete. There'll be 10 of them.
Oh, cool.
And so you can do an adventure lab while eating some amazing ice cream and exploring the Pearl, which is the old Pearl Brewery down there.
Yep.
And Tom, why don't you tell us a little bit more about down there? Because I know that's one of your favorite places to go. You and Cheryl enjoy the market there, I know.
Yeah, the Pearl used to be a brewery, and now it's lots and lots of shops on the bottom floors of stuff, and then people living on top of it. But on the weekends, there's a farmer's market. There's plenty of places to eat. There's shops there. So if you're bringing muggles with you and your people just not interested in any of this, there's something for them to do. You see plenty of dogs there. We take our dogs there all the time.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, you're that's a fascinating area because they have sort of redone that whole area over time. It's not new, but it's something that's occurred over time in that area. I had a friend, he was a brewmaster at one of the restaurants near the Pearl, and like you said, it's now grown now over time into a really cool area. Oh, that's awesome. So you're putting out a adventure lab down there too as well. That's a really cool idea. So
yeah, the adventure lab will release same time the event starts. So you'll be able to get your ice cream, say hello, and then head on down to try to find some of the adventure labs, and hopefully walk off some of that ice cream. And then that'll turn around and prepare you. We're going to help you work off some of the food that you're eating at Coinfest, because you're going to get to walk around for the adventure lab at the Pearl, and then at night, we're going to take you to a place called Chicken and a Pickle. And
wait, what again? Say that again.
Chicken and a pickle.
Chicken and a pickle.
Chicken and a pickle.
Gotcha.
Chicken and a pickle. Sorry, I'm from Texas.
And pickle. I don't think there's a in there.
But you're going to start off getting a really good dinner.
Cool.
They've got a brewery and a bar and that kind of stuff. But then we've got a couple of courts reserved, and you can play pickleball.
Nice. Well,
so I'm excited to see some of our athletic and non-athletic geocachers get out there and play pickleball. They also have a bocce board set up, cornhole. They have a giant Connect 4 and giant battleship.
That's nice.
So it's just basically like a cool, just little hangout outdoor event where you can play pickleball, eat, kind of mingle with folks. You'll be able to pick up packages there.
Okay.
Your package stuff.
Yep.
It will also be a place for all of our VIPs to scan their RFID cards to pick up some prizes. The top prizes, we've got coins. Middle prizes are some different tags, and then we've got some really cool containers for third level. And we are very happy and blessed to let Chad come down from Washington with that.
That's cool.
Hey, come on down. I'm sure you can find chicken and a pickle for pizza.
That's right.
But yeah, so Chad's going to come down. He's going to bring his magic box with the twirling lights, and so we're super excited to give that little added thing for our VIPs.
Yeah.
So
that was a big hit at Cache Fest.
It was a huge hit at Cache Fest, and so we were really happy to talk to Chad, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll come down," and so he's going to come down and set that up at our events, and all of our VIPs can scan their name tags and win a prize possibly. So we're excited to offer that too.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that was a big hit. I'm glad that's coming back in the form at Coinfest. Semi jumping ahead, but since you mentioned Chad, I know Derek's driving down, and so we'll have the reunion of Gadget Talk, and they're going to be doing some stuff with you guys as well, right?
Yes, on Saturday we are going to be having a little mini Gadget class. Chad is going to come. He's going to have a couple of different gadgets that you can buy. We're also going to have a Coinfest 2022 exclusive gadget that you can put together. And just this week, and I don't know, I guess I'll go ahead and announce it. We got a Gadget Academy tag made. So if you participate in his gadget classes, he'll have 2 of them. If you participate in them, you will get a Gadget Academy tag. Wow. So this will be the first time that they'll debut. So we're excited that we were able to get that taken care of. And it's always fun to watch Chad teach people, and Derek at Cache Fest got to teach people how to put gadgets together. So he's putting the finishing touches on it, and we'll release the pictures to the exclusive gadget that he'll have at the event. But we're excited to kind of add that twist. I know the gadget is going to be coin related, so that's kind of a cool twist.
Nice. Carrying a theme throughout there. That's perfect.
Yes, you see that coin thing going through the whole event.
Yes, that's nice. Yeah.
So, man, that's we're excited.
Very cool. Yeah. So yeah, we'll continue with the schedule, and then I know we've got Dee sent me some photos. We're gonna show off some cool coins. I mean, it's Geocoin Fest, so we want to show off
Absolutely.
some of the possible coins you could pick up or that are part of different packages. So let's talk then about Friday.
Friday morning is going to be fun. We have a flash mob that first morning at the Alamo.
Cool.
We're going to be releasing another adventure lab around the Alamo that morning. But that also is the kickoff of the Geocoin Challenge. So what there will be is there will be 2 more of adventure labs down on the Riverwalk.
Okay.
And if you complete, you'll have from the start of the flash mob to the close of Coinfest on Saturday to complete it. And the first 100 people will get a free coin. And I believe I sent you that coin. It's the one of Signal on the Riverwalk.
Yeah.
So that's the coin that you can win.
Yeah.
If you're one of the first 100 people to complete both adventure labs that'll take place down on the Riverwalk. So you'll be able to get a virtual if you haven't gotten it. Nope, that's not that one. It's Signal.
One.
It's Signal on a boat.
Oh, okay. I don't think I saw.
Signal
I don't think we got that one. That's okay. We did have a question while we've got the. Somebody asked the team, do we take any step ahead of time for the event, register, etc.? I don't know if they're talking about just Coinfest. Probably Coinfest.
Nina answered it.
Oh, she did. Okay.
Next comment.
Oh,
but
thank you.
Let's go ahead and say it. Thank you, Nina. She's in the room with me. We're going to bring her on the camera here in a second. But yes, no, if you go to coinfest2022.com, you can register for the event. There's a free registration, but there is also different levels that you can purchase of different coins. Cool. And then there is also the Friends of package, which if you were at Coinfest 2021, Ryan's Coinfest, there were a lot of people that were very upset that they did not buy the Friends of package because it came with a really cool rendition of one of their coins. And this year, let's see if I can get Ray to come over here. We have a special edition of for our Friends of only package of a sugar skull. We're coming out with a couple of different sugar skulls, but this is Ray. My master technician here.
Hello.
And I'll let him kind of explain our process and what he did.
Well, when you go to San Antonio and all the little shops, they all have sugar skulls that are available. So we decided to see if we could make a coin look like one of these with some, this one we've added lights to it to have eyes.
That's awesome.
And we're going to do the same thing with the coin we release at the festival.
Oh,
so
very
if you
cool.
buy the Friends of package, your coin will not only be 3D and painted, but it will also have glowing eyes.
Wow.
Which is the first. So we're super excited about that. So
yeah,
he's the mastermind that figured out how to do it. I said, wouldn't it be cool if the eyes could blink? And about 30 minutes later, he said, what color you want them to blink? So there you go. There's one of the sugar skulls that weekend.
Yeah, there's some really cool sugar skulls y'all did. Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah, I love it.
So he started off with this prototype and figured out what we needed to do, and we worked closely with Janae at Oak Coins, and we have a sugar skull. So there's going to be several of them. Some of them in the VIP package, and then of course the Friends of package will be the only one with glowing eyes. So,
okay. Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So get your package ordered.
Yes. There's only 100. So once we reach 100, it's cut off. So
that's it. That's all. That's all you got.
Well, because he's got a lot of work to do, so we got to make sure we don't work him too hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so we're super excited about the sugar skulls. There's a general one, there's the VIP one, and then of course the Friends Up one. So we're super excited about all the sugar skulls, and thankful that Ray could figure out a way for us to make those eyes glow.
Oh, that's awesome. So, and then then Friday evening, y'all have got a meet and greet set up Do we have a location yet for that, or is that still in progress?
No, let's go to Tom and Cheryl. They actually nailed the location this week.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to put in the finishing touches on getting everything finalized.
Cool.
You go ahead.
So every other one has been like a brewery or something. So this time we wanted to kind of do the same thing, but this is called the Quarry Hofbrau and Beer Garden.
Oh,
so they have lots of food and beer, and Friday night at 8:00 they start a live band.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Tom and I had to go do reconnaissance and had dinner there, and it was really good. And
we had the hoochie coochie board, right?
yes, the coochie board.
Oh.
The coochie board.
Nice.
And they're very pet friendly. I had Jasper, my dog, with me, and
sleeping right there.
yeah, who's snoring over my shoulder. And they asked me if I wanted to sit inside, and I was like, well, no, I think I'll just do outside. It'll make us comfortable. So but they're very pet friendly. There'll be a package pickup there, and hopefully everybody will come and eat as well as pick up their stuff.
Yeah, that's a great spot. Growing up, it was literally a quarry, but then it was converted later on. For anybody who's a big golf fan, I know Derek loves to golf, but the quarry is a really cool golf course. The
golf course is just over the back fence.
Yeah. It's unique because in Texas, typically if you golf, at least most places I've golfed, if you're in the rough, you're in the trees. I mean, that's just the way it is in Texas. Many golf courses are surrounded by trees. Not all of them, but many of them. The quarry has no trees because it was a quarry. So it's just, there might be trees now, but there wasn't. And so it's sort of like, for those fans of golf it's sort of like golf in Great Britain. So the holes and the design is typically designed more for that kind of golf experience, which I think is cool. But yeah, the quarry is also grown up into a really cool area, like they were talking about with Tom and Cheryl were talking about the fact that they've added a lot of cool things to that little area. So very nice. That's a great spot.
If you want to go around there earlier in the day, they do have lots of different shops. Cool. There's a lot of just regular, what you would find anywhere, but there are a few specific to Texas.
And places to eat.
And lots of places to eat. But go to the hot brush.
Yeah, that's such a great area. I think people are asking about the website. I'll send it over in the chat room. But I guess let's now
real quickly, we got a question that came across about if you want some of the coins but you can't come, you can go ahead and order the packages, and then afterwards we will contact you and arrange shipping them to you. So if you don't want to miss out on the coins, we can definitely work with you to get them to you, because
if they're available.
Yeah, well, you can buy ahead of time the packages, and we can get those shipped to you. We will have several coins that will only be available to purchase at the events. And then if we have some left over, of course, we'll sell them. But you can purchase the Friends of Event, the VIP, any of those, and we will make arrangements to ship those to you afterwards, for sure.
Right. And y'all mentioned earlier, and we've kind of flew by it. We got so much going on tonight, but I'm not familiar with a coochie board. I know Lanisa was like, coochie board.
Well, that's what Tom said. He said coochie board.
They're called charcuterie board.
What am I missing here? What is it?
The fancy places, and they put the meat and the cheese on the bread with crackers.
Oh,
and the official name is the charcuterie board. Well, with everything in life in this group, we come up with names. And at first it was a shark board. Now it became a coochie board. And so that's what we call it.
I like coochie board myself. So.
When you're tired in the store shopping for dinner, it becomes a
yeah. Cheryl and I trying to find cheeses at Central Market. let's make a coochie coochie board tonight for dinner. And it was good. That free.
Yes, it was. It was very good.
I'm sure it was. That's insane. That's awesome. All right, let's just
sometimes it sucks to be Dee's friend, but it has great benefits.
Yes, it does.
It does. I can tell that immediately. All right. Let's talk about the main event now, which is this Saturday.
So bright and early, 9 a.m. We've got some great vendors lined up. Space Coast, of course, will be there. Several different coin companies will be there. We also have Texas A&M, and we'll be sending somebody from their department to talk about while you're out geocaching, the things you can do for parks and wildlife and all that different kind of stuff. We've got a couple of different folks coming out that are local, that do local things. Julia can tell you about one of them. Felix is coming out. He makes some display things for your coins. I know he's going to be there. Julia, you want to give us a little bit about Felix and what he does?
Sure. It's Felix and Ida. They're both from Puerto Rico, and Ida is actually a certified artisan in Puerto Rico, and she does some amazing painting, drawings, things like that. But a few years ago, I met them at an event, and she had coin books, like a notebook kind of thing, but it's not a notebook. She uses leather and carves different things in the front of for the front page of it, and it's kind of on a spindle, and I think she's got some spacers in there too between the pages, and it's like the baseball size pages, but it's single rows of that. Then she takes a piece of cardboard that fits in there, and she carves out kind of the shape of the coin, so the coin can go in there, in the cardboard slides into the slot, and then you have your book of coins. I know a lot of us have the books with the stamp holders and the coin holders, and they all fall out and stuff.
Yeah.
Just keep your coin in the book. And it's very creative and very nice that she's going to have some of those available. And I think they're going to take some orders because they don't know what people want, and they'll be able to get it out to you. They also have created a nice display in a domed little holder. It's kind of a mountain type looking thing with dinosaur heads that we had last year. And there's several different versions of those dinosaur heads. So they have that. They've built a cactus type setting with, dirt and rocks at the base, like in the desert for the sombreros, different sizes of cactuses, depending on how many sombreros you have. So again, that will be in kind of a case as well for display. They have all kinds of things for displaying coins, and you'll be able to see, both sides of the coin and the flat displays. So you can see the code on the back or whatever, but just some phenomenal ways to display your coins, especially these 3D coins or these larger than normal coins,
right?
That are hard to display on anything else. So they will be there with that, and they're pretty excited about coming to do that. So they were very excited to show me their designs a couple of weeks ago. I went to their house, and they were just over the moon with having that opportunity. So I think you'll find something that you like there, and just money, because you can probably spend some money on some of the stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Well, that's for sure. No, that's really cool. So
we have that. We have several other things. We've got our VIP lounge if you're a VIP, where you can go get a drink and a snack and kind of hang out on the little patio there for a little bit. And then of course we'll have Chad doing some gadgets. I believe Derek is coming. I'm not sure if he's going to help him or not, but I know that they'll be doing some gadgets, and then we'll just have tables for you to sit down and chat with folks and trade coins and just kind of hang out and have a good time. And that's going to end at 2:00.
Yep.
So you have enough time to go leave and get, dinner, lunch together before you come back at 6:00 for the Geopoker game. Which is a very cool thing that they do. You bring a couple of coins, that's your buy-in, And I believe they have spots for 40. Am I correct, Julia?
Yes.
40?
40.
They have spots for 40. Jason and Corey run it. They ran it last year, and they run it a lot.
Cool.
And so they run it, and basically you're going to have 3 winners, and they split it. And you get your pick of coins. So, I mean, you can imagine you got 80 coins to choose from, and you'll divvy it out. I think first place gets...
The buy-in is 3 coins.
Oh, 3 coins. I'm sorry.
Oh, 3 coins.
So
there
you're
we go.
talking about 120
it's
coins.
coins, and it's split out percentage-wise, third, second, first.
And they're particular. You can't bring cheap tags, and you can't. They don't want a bunch of the same. So it's going to be a really good variety. It was really cool at Coinfest last year. We had released the Cache Fest coins, and all 3 guitars made it into. Somebody bought 3 guitars to buy in, and they went right off the bat. The guy that took first, boom, 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 took them. He thought they were super cool. So you get a chance to get some really cool coins if you participate. And other than the 3 coin buy-in, that's the only buy-in. But they do only take 40 people. So, but if you're not participating in it, you can still come and hang out. Because we'll be giving, we'll have raffle for coins throughout the evening at that event as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
We give away a lot of coins at Coinfest.
That is awesome. Yeah. We're going to show them here in a second too. But Ryan wanted to comment the fact that we could, if you wanted an idea for Dunch, you could do a coochie board. So that's
yes, you could.
His suggestion for that. We did have an actual question. Let me kill this part. So if the crew could answer this question. Speaking of the VIP lounge, I'm sorry. I was going to mention
you're
for the
fine.
audio listeners.
That's a great question. And absolutely, if your kiddos are under 16, they can go out there. If your kiddo is 17 or 18, he's old enough to stay in the room by himself. But the little kiddos can absolutely go out into the VIP lounge with you. Not a problem at all.
There you go. Yeah, the question was, speaking of the VIP lounge, if you buy a VIP plus 1, they'll include my wife. My question is if the 2 kids can come along, and you said, as long as they're as long as they're with you.
As long as they're with you and they go in. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Scooby mentions that Geopoker is a blast. It is. Very, very much.
I participated last year and had a blast.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who don't know how to play. There's a lot of people who don't play but show up just to watch the event because it's pretty fun.
Yeah, you're right, Tom. It is a sort of a spectator sport as well, for sure.
Yeah,
and for some people that have never played, they can also win too. It's not for pros or professionals or.
That is very true.
Yes,
very true.
Cool.
So you don't have to be an experienced poker player. If you want to come, you got to be the first 40. If at 5 or 6:15, if we have more than 40 players that want to play, they do kind of do a drawing to see they'll draw for the top 40 to get in because they have no more slots than 40. So know that if it's I know in Louisiana, I think we had just under 40, and pretty sure in Kansas City we had 40 last year. Yeah. So and you don't have to be you don't have to be a poker player for sure to be able to win.
Well, it's 3 coins. So I'm not a poker person. I literally did not know what I was doing. Like I knew what 2 pair and 3 pair and like a full house were, but they give you a little card that tells you what trumps what. And it's at the table, and the people that I was at the table with the guy that eventually won. And he was like, I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, but okay, here. And I was playing, and I beat Tom and Julia, which were my goals. But
nice.
But it was fun.
Wait a minute. I was 3rd overall. You didn't beat
me. No, that was in Louisiana, not in Kansas City.
Oh, no. In Kansas City. I was 3rd overall. I was 2nd overall in Louisiana.
Yes, and she swears she never played before, and she was in the Air Force.
Yeah.
My breath is on the line.
Challenge. You beat me at challenge, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, it's a lot of fun. Even if you play, if you don't play, you can hang out, you can watch. That'll be another place to scan that card for my VIPs.
Yeah.
To get, that'll be the last time chance you can scan too. So
Right.
It's just a lot of fun. You can kind of hang out and watch other people, and it's a good time. Corey and Jason do a great job at that. So we
Yeah.
For
appreciate
those
them.
who haven't
willing to do
played
it again.
since like their middle school days, they don't do Dr. Pepper or One-Eyed Jacks and Suicide Kings or none of that.
None of the crazy stuff.
None of that.
No 7-card stud, roll your own, all that crazy stuff they add on. Yeah, none of that. There was a question for the crew. I don't know who wants to answer it, but Husker Medic was asking. She registered the VIP, but she should have done VIP +1. Does she want somebody want to contact her? And
Yeah, send an email to crazytexans7@gmail.com, and we'll get you handled.
We'll get you fixed up. Crazy.
Yeah, we'll get you taken care of.
I want to put it in the Crazy
Texans 7
at Gmail.
Yep.
Right.
We'll get you
Make sure
taken
I did
care
this
of.
right. Is that correct? Oh, well,
No.
I spelled it
there's an
right.
F in
Hang
there.
on. I'll fix it. It'd be better if I spelled it correctly. Then we could get Crazy Texans 7. Crazy Texans 7 at gmail.com.
Yep.
Cool. So there you go, Husker Medic. We can get you fixed up on that.
For sure.
And yeah, we got UDAC straightened out too. She wondered what we were talking about earlier with charcuterie. So
there's a lot of late nights when you're planning events, so things get a little crazy.
What's funny, we got
funny that way.
Absolutely. We got some funny names because we've talked about charcuterie, but if you come to Texas, you definitely want to try to get you a kolache. So another crazy name for, so don't forget to get in, obviously barbecue, but kolaches.
Hey, you're in San Antonio, get those tacos.
Yeah, get you a taco. As a kid, we used to go down to Mi Tierra all the time. I Mi Tierra is still available.
It is
downtown.
It's good. It's good.
Still good. My brother swears by La Hacienda, so I don't know.
Yeah.
If your locals, La Hacienda, pretty good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah,
and then he swears by this place for breakfast. Oh gosh, what's the name of it?
If you want Mexican food in this town, just look for a place with cars in front of it, because if it's any good, it's going to last. If it's no good, it's not going to last.
That's true. Don't go to a chain. Go to something local, because you can always catch a chain anywhere.
And
but
get on if you're not already on our Facebook page, Geocoin Fest 2022. I know the other day Tom and Cheryl got on there and listed a bunch of places, and over the next couple of weeks, we're going to list a bunch more of not only caches but landmarks, food, all that kind of stuff, so you can start to kind of put your trip together as to what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll think of the other thing here in a minute. It's my brain works a little slower on Sundays, but all right. So let's talk about Sunday, and then we want to show some coins before we get done tonight. But
yes.
So Sunday, got to have a donut event. I mean, that's important, and a lot of great donuts in Texas. So
it's a Coin Fest tradition.
Cool.
And when I had gone down there, David and I had gone down there. I don't know what time for what, but we go to San Antonio a lot. And we always seem to hit up the Brazilian barbecue place called Brazil.
Yeah.
But duck donut. They literally make your donut for you. Like, it comes out of the hopper. They put what toppings you want on it, and out the door you go. So
no ducks are harmed in the making of the donut.
No ducks are harmed in the making of the donuts, but they are hot, fresh, and made to order. And it's just cool. And Geocoin Fest is known for a donut coin every year. Well, being that the Texas crew is just a little bit different, crazy, hence the name Crazy Texans, we decided to change our coin up a little bit. And I believe you've got a picture of the coin that will be for sale at the Duck Donut event.
There's the Duck Donut. We're showing it on the screen for audio listeners. It's a donut with a duck in the middle. and he's wearing a sombrero, of course, because it's San Antonio. So
That's correct.
Hispanic heritage in San Antonio. So
yes. So there's only 100 of those
available
as well.
Oh man, that's an awesome coin. Look at that thing. That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
He's
yes.
cute.
That is
He's a cute
awesome. Okay, so let's wrap up with the last event, and then we're going to show some coins. So we've got an event. What time? What's the? Tell us about this event, the JMCZ Memorial Jeep Jamboree.
Well, Julia was kind enough to lend us her community event.
Oh, cool.
And so, if you're from Texas, you know who JMCZ is. It's Jerry. He was a beloved cacher that spent a lot of time. He cached all over, but him and Tom were really good buddies. David and him would talk for hours at every event that we would go to. And I think besides his wife and geocaching, the thing he loved more than anything was Jeeps. And he was on a mission to bring back a lot of the Jeeps from the Jeep promotion from 15 years ago.
I remember that. Yeah.
So he tracked down all those codes and had special tags made so that we could reintroduce all of those lost Jeeps to the trackable world. Unfortunately, he passed away last year, and he, before he passed away, got with Space Coast, Dale and Barb, and Dale has all of these tags that are colored according to what color Jeep they were, and he has the Jeeps. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put a red Jeep with the red tag and put them all together. And then those that attend the event can take some to get them out into the world. We're going to be working with Esther Lopez, big guy in Texas, is going to help out with it as well. And just get those Jeeps kind of out into the world. So if you drive a Jeep, we would love to get some pictures for Jerry's family of the Jeep with your Jeep.
Right.
But also we want to make sure they get out into the world. And then on top of that, they've also got some active coins of Jerry's that we're also going to release out into the world.
Nice.
And so kind of a way to remember a fabulous cacher, but also fulfill his mission that he had set forth and was unfortunately due to illness unable to finish.
Right.
And a very special guy. I mean,
yes, I agree.
No, that's awesome that y'all are doing that. The Jeep thing, that was one of the very first trackables I ever found when I first started caching. It was a Jeep, which I did what you're supposed to do. I moved it along, took a picture of it. They wanted a picture of it with doing something, and I think we were at the beach, so I took it and put it on the beach and took a real close up of it. It looked like the Jeep was on the beach, so
very cool.
I thought that was a cool idea, but I put a picture of the trackable. But I don't know. Lanisa, is that something up in your area, in your neck of the woods? This is something we'll have to get into some other night because we don't have time tonight. But as far as trackables, do the kids find them once in a while? I know you take the kiddos caching.
Yes, we moved quite a bit of trackables. I myself have given up putting out trackables for a while because they get stolen or people will take them and they just disappear. And it's so frustrating. But yes, I actually have a trackable right now I need to move.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I have a couple places in town that I know of I can go, so I don't forget. I'll put them in. I'll go put them out. But cool. Well, let's show a couple coins. We're going to bring up some coins, and if you guys can kind of explain a little bit about what we're going to look at. So sorry, audio listeners, we'll give you as much visual theater as we possibly can. So I guess we should start. I know the sugar skulls we've shown some of, but this is the purple one. I love the colors on this.
I know. If I were to get a coin, that one would be it.
Yeah, the purple coin, the purple skull. Beautiful. Yeah. With wearing a sombrero and decorated sort of.
It's not a sombrero; it's a Texas hat.
Texas hat. Oh, that's right. Yeah. You're right. That's the sombrero is different. There's the sombrero. Yeah. Sorry, I had to look at it more closely. Yeah, cowboy hat on the skull. Sort of the De la Muerto kind of Day of the Dead look to him, so it's very cool. There's the skull wearing the cowboy hat.
Yep.
Love the decorations.
So those are again 3D. They're a gel paint, which is kind of a new thing, and so each of the packages have one. And so if you get the general one, there's a special edition for VIPs, and of course a special edition for friends of. So.
Oh, okay.
That's why there's different colors.
Yeah, very cool. And then another one, and then we do have a couple of questions we want to get to as well. But we're talking about sombreros. So there's the green sombrero. What's
the green sombrero is the Friends of edition.
Okay, cool.
And the other one is the VIP edition. The blue, the teal, is the VIP edition.
Nice. Okay.
So that completes the six sombrero set that we did.
It was very cool. And then we've got tell people a little bit about this one.
Yeah. That's the bridge. So that is a Rosita's Bridge, and San Antonio is known as Military City, USA. So we felt that it would be great to commemorate that. We're also going to be releasing a military-themed lab adventure. Nice. And so that coin will be available starting Wednesday to purchase down there. It is a beautiful coin. It's a beautiful coin.
It's a great idea.
Compass Coins did that, yeah. So the team definitely wanted to make sure that Military City was representative. So that bridge is actually on the Riverwalk. It's a famous level bridge. And then, of course, on the back has the different logos for each of the branches of service.
Very nice.
That bridge is at the Arneson River Theater, where in the movie Miss Congeniality, Sandra Bullock goes flying off the stage into the river.
Yep. That's funny. Yeah. That's...
Oh, well, I haven't watched it in a while, but it's right.
Yeah.
The eat is a cool area to go walking through. It's got lots of shops and places to eat.
Yeah, I love going down the Riverwalk. A lot of cool things down there. I mean, growing up in San Antonio, we kind of were spoiled. We could go to the Riverwalk, go see the Arneson River Theater, or go to the Flambeau Parade was on the river. So it's kind of unique to have a parade, but it's a riverboat parade. So it's kind of unique. They dress up, or they they do all the riverboats up really cool. But
I just got a text of breaking news.
Yes.
Another member of the Geo. Oh, sorry.
Hang on. I got something we can.
Oh yeah, breaking news.
We got to do the breaking news theme. Sorry.
Yeah.
The special one. We don't play that often.
The Puzzle Boys will be reunited again together at Geocoin Fest 2022. Charles just messaged me that he will be in attendance as well. So almost all of the GTN network hosts will be there.
Yeah, we are. That's awesome. Yeah.
Ooh, that's awesome.
All the Puzzle Boys. Look out. Look out, San Antonio.
Yeah, that's right. Look out, San Antonio. So excited to have Charles and Laura join us. So we're excited.
Very cool.
Awesome. All right, a couple questions, and then we'll wrap up with some final thoughts. But I saw a couple of them. Let me go back up and grab those questions that came in.
While you're looking, let me make the announcement that the 20th of September will be the last. Will be at midnight Central Standard Time. We will close the shop. So make sure you get your purchases in by then in order to be guaranteed to get the Friends of, the VIP, and all that stuff.
Okay, cool. That's September 20th, correct?
Yeah. September 20th, yes.
September 20th. So make a note.
Yes.
Make sure you don't get it in early.
Yeah.
Get in before that date. Take care of it tonight.
Yeah,
while you're thinking of it.
While you're thinking of it, and you got
we're about to wrap up. We're gonna wrap up, and you can then go right directly to taking care of it.
Got that website right in your mind. Just go
there. You go.
Find your stuff.
And yes, Jim, there will be a trackable drop location. I believe Big Eye in Texas. She's a huge trackable person. I believe she will be running that table for us as well.
Hail Maestro is asking about if they're 2-part or is it all one piece?
They are 2-part.
They're 2-part? Okay, cool.
Good.
Yes, the hat comes off the top.
Oh wow, that's really cool. I know I'm just
Gotta take off the hat to get the code.
it's like a kid. All right. And question about will you need to register separate or pay for something for the Gadget event?
Yes. So we are working out the final details with Chad. And I will probably announce that on the cache page as well as on our Facebook page here in about a week. He is putting together the final bits and pieces to it. But I believe you will be able to pre-register as well as purchase it on site.
Okay, very cool. All righty. I guess let's just kind of go around some final thoughts from everybody. And I look forward to seeing everybody. I'll go first real quick. And I'll always fun going to events. I just love being there to see everybody, but also going to great events. And this is going to be a great event. So I would suggest, putting this in your schedule. You can fly to San Antonio. It's got a great airport. Or you can drive it and you can grab some counties. Texas counties are cool to do if you want to do all the Texas counties. It's always a great fun, but either way, but also just a great event coming up. Great series of events that have been created. We've got people who are basically professionals who know how to set up great events, and this is one of them. So those are my thoughts. Over to somebody else. Who else wants to go?
I think that Sugar Skull coin, I'm hankering for it.
We'll get you one. We'll get you at least one.
I think I might.
Okay.
Grow my collection. It's a beauty.
We'll get that worked out, Lanisa. And thank you so much for being on tonight with us.
Oh, that's no problem.
Yeah.
I got a thing for Sugar Skulls.
Cool. Yeah, it was a great idea they did for that.
I'll go.
Julia? Yep.
Because we didn't talk about this before, but every mega event only happens with the help of volunteers.
Yes.
And so there will be later this week, and I'll put it on the cache page and we'll put it on our Facebook page, the link to Sign Up Genius to be able to sign up for a volunteer shift. Not nearly as many, if you went to Cache Fest, not nearly as many shifts are needed or volunteers are needed because we're a little more closer in, and package pickup's only going to be a couple places and our one-day thing. But I will be getting a Sign Up Genius out this week for you to sign up to help out if you're coming. Just asking for an hour or two of your time. And so hopefully you can help us out. There is going to be a special finish version of the event coin for volunteers that you'll get for helping us out. So it's
that's awesome.
It's not different like Cache Fest volunteer coin was, but it's going to be our event coin just in a different finish. So of course, for you collectors out there, you have to have them all. That would be like me, all the versions. So be looking for that later this week.
Yeah, if you volunteer, you get a chance to do something that nobody else really gets to do, and that's to get that special coin. And I know the coin fans out there love to get any of the variations that come out. And so, Julia, that's great. Give a little bit of time and get a great coin. So, anyone else want to go tonight on final?
Well, we have all the usual ways everybody else has of getting around town. I mean, you can drive, you can Uber and Lyft and taxi and bus, and the bicycle stuff is really cool. If you want to start at the Pearl, you can literally ride just about every direction in town in a park. Never leave a park area.
Yeah.
If you want to go downtown from the Pearl in a different way, you can go on a riverboat taxi.
Yep.
Goes to a lock and dam thing. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I love that. They didn't have that, I don't think, when I was a kid, but now they do. They have a water taxi, which is awesome. Yep. I guess Michelle, you want to say something real fast?
Yeah, Michelle, is your house still there? I know you're under tornado warnings right now.
Yeah. Come on out. We love to see people. Come on down, meet some crazy Texans, and we'll have a good time.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Michelle, it's I'm so glad. It's for me. It's always a good comfort if Michelle's involved, because I know that things are going to get done. Because
she's the voice of reason for us.
She is.
Talking about me?
Yes.
Yeah, you. Yeah. You're like you and Julie are kind of like the glue for an event. You know, for Cache Fest wouldn't have happened the way it did without you two. So,
well, thank you
for that. And of course, they would never have happened either without Dee and David. So I'll let y'all have the final word tonight.
Well, I just hope everybody comes and has a good time. I think we have put together a really cool set of a couple of days, a nice little getaway to just come and have a good time, experience San Antonio for all that San Antonio. I mean, the Alamo, the Riverwalk, the Mexican food, all of that, and then you throw in coins on top of it. It just makes a really good mix for a really good long weekend, if you want to call it that. But also a time just to be with friends. I know that, we just got back from Seattle, and the coolest part was getting to see folks that we don't normally see. Yeah. And in fact, we run into friends that we see all the time, and we're like, hey, we love you, but we're going to go hang out with these guys because we can see you every Monday night. We only see them every once in a while. So, again, like every event doesn't happen without volunteers, and every event doesn't happen without, folks buying a coin or two to kind of help us put together the things. So consider both of those things, but most importantly, just come out and have a good time. That's what this team did, was try to put together an event that folks could have a good time at. So we just hope folks will come out. And if you have any questions, shoot it to that email address, and we'll be more than happy to take care of you and get you set up for a good time. David?
I got nothing.
So if you have questions, crazytexan7@gmail.com. Go to the website or
our Facebook page, any of them.
And check out the website, and we are done. Thank you guys so much for being on tonight. Lanisa, thanks for being with me tonight.
It was fun.
Looking forward to some future shows as well. And
I laughed till I cried.
So, and we'll say good night. So good night, everybody. See y'all in San Antonio.
See you in San Antonio. Bye.
May your finds be many, and your DNFs be few. May the terrain and difficulty both be less than 2. And whatever it is you're looking for, may it find its way to you. And may we all meet again.
Folks, we hope you've enjoyed the show tonight. Please email us your comment at geocachetalk@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. The show can be found on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Radio Public, or Spotify, as well as at the Geocache Talk website. Don't forget to click that subscribe button below and ring that bell notification so that you can see and hear the show on a weekly basis. And tell your friends about the show. Get them involved with us in the chat room. And until next week, don't just talk about geocaching, go geocaching.